Friends, in this fifth edition of series of virtual meetings being arranged by AIFMP, welcome. Really, it is a great moment to see you during this pandemic time. I'm thankful for your time and showing interest in this series of the virtual meetings being organized for your business announcement. On behalf of Printers of India in general and AIFMP in particular, I wish to thank management of Avinashi Lingam University for Women, Coimbatore, for the support they have extended for today's virtual meeting. I'm informed that All India Federation of Master Printers, popularly known as AIFMP, is the apex body of 250,000 printing companies of India. Established in 1953, AIFMP draws its strength from various regional associations spread across the country. AIFMP is committed for the growth and development of printing and packaging sector. AIFMP sports participate in and organize a number of regional, national, and international technical seminars for educating the printers about global trends and technologies. Printing Times is the official journal of AIFMP. National Award for Excellence in Printing, popularly known as NAEP, is organized by AIFMP to motivate and recognize the talented printers. The international trade show PAMEX is the prime event, which is organized every alternate year to keep the printers abreast with the technological developments taking place in the global printing industry. The next PAMEX is scheduled to be held in April next. So friend, printing is changing. As I always telling, the system and style of business is also going to change. Market is becoming customer driven. Things are being delivered at home only with click of mouse. In the present scenario, a printer, will have to change yourself to remain in business. Yes, there is bound to be great level of changes in the system and style of printing business also. Like you, your customer also has the right to get the things as per his requirement. It is a time to produce something different and to start printing with intelligence just to retain your customer. Not only print, but provide a solution to the customer. In this way, you can recall the customer. As I already said, printing is changing. And printing is changing through forces outside the print. And believe me, merely ink on paper is not enough now. And I always said ink on paper is not a printing. It is said that with internet or digitization, requirement of commercial printing is decreasing day by day. But we must look at the positive side. How I mean the printers, can get the benefit of these technologies and how we can involve internet and digitization in printed sheets. And that is the today's topic. Augmented reality or AR is the technology that enables a smartphone or a tab to overlay digital content between the physical print and the camera, creating a digital experience, layers of interactivity. Thus, it is a combination of printing and internet. So now we have to think about the combination of these technologies. Today we have with us a printer who is already using this technology. I'm really obliged with the presence of Mr. Nand Kishore Kajaria, who is MD and CEO at Anderson Printing House Private Limited, Kolkata, the foremost AR printing company of India. Thanks, sir, for accepting our request to be the chief guest and to inaugurate today's meeting with your keynote address. The well-known AR experts, Mr. Siva Prasad Vali Adam, if I'm spelling correctly, or maybe, and Mr. Shivaji Yera are here to guide us about this technology. The topic today is very interesting, and all of you must be waiting to listen to these experts. I'm also waiting for it. It is therefore I will not take much of your time, and I don't wish to stand between you and the experts. Therefore, I would like to invite a dynamic personality of print world. Her jargon is proud to be a printer, and who is kind enough to accept our request to moderate today's event. None else than Professor Dr. T.K.S. Lakshmipriya, who is PhD in computer science and later developed deep love for printing industry. She heads the Department of Printing Technology at Avinashi Lingam Institute for Women, Coimbatore. She has over 30 national and international publications to her credit. Dr. Lakshmipriya strongly believes in the need for a strong bond between the academia, industry, and the government to foster the future generation of our nation. She has been associated with almost all the activities of All India Federation of Master Printers and also the prestigious Print Olympiad contest of Offshore Printer Association since 2014 and recently conducted Print Wonder contest also. So I will not take much of your time. I will request Dr. Lakshmipriya to start today's proceeding. Over to you, Dr. Lakshmipriya, for conducting today's proceeding. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kamalji. It's a pleasure to be a part of the AIFMP virtual meetings. So I would like to introduce Kamalji himself to all the newcomers, the non-printers. Professor Kamal Mohan Chopra is the president of All India Federation of Master Printers in the current term. There are many things which he has done as a first activity on a global scale. Kamalji is a professor in the sense that he is associated with many printing colleges and he has delivered lectures in many printing colleges. This is the second term of presidentship in All India Federation of Master Printers. He has connection with printers all over the world, with the academic institutions all over the world. He has initiated academic exchange programs and training programs with China for 3D printing and Print Yatra and all the other activities he mentioned, Print Olympiad, OPA, Print Wonders are all his initiatives. Apart from this virtual meeting that we are doing now as a series under AIFMP, we have also done a series last year during the lockdown in 2020 as OPA series. Therefore, many credits that he has given to me is due to him. Thank you very much, Kamalji, for being my mentor in the print world. We will move on to today's session. I am here to welcome the participants here. We have printers all over India as well as across the border. We are having printers from Sri Lanka. We are expecting printers from the other countries as well. Welcome you all. We have people from the academic arena, the printing faculty members and students. We welcome you all. And the other guests, we have guests of our printers and speakers who are here, especially Kajaria Ji's family is here. We welcome you all. A short introduction about my university. I belong to the Avinash Lingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Our founder, Thiru T.S. Avinash Lingam, is a Padma Bhushan and the first education minister of Madras Presidency. It was during his time Tirukkural was introduced in schools and it is there in the textbooks of school children. We can recall our former president Abdul Kalam ji reciting Tirukkural in many of the speeches. Probably he was inspired by the Tirukkural in his textbooks when he was a school child. We as Department of Printing Technology are 25 years old, but our institute itself is 60 years old. Our founder started an institute in 1930 for men and then in 1957 for women, the Avinash Institute. The Department of Printing Technology is 25 years old and I head the department. We are keeping pace to the technology, and you can see here that our students also do exercises in augmented reality. Augmented reality is one of the electives that we are offering to our students. So with this introduction, let me move on to the agenda of the day. Let me introduce the chief guest of the day. Mr. Nand Kishore Kajaria is the Managing Director and CEO of Anderson Printing House Private Limited, Kolkata. He is also the co-founder of Andreal. Okay, he started off his education as a BSc Physics Honours from St. Stephen's College. Let's look at his career. He started in 1979 with graphics, and then in 80 the typographics, in 87 lithograph, in 89 Anderson Printing House. He coined the word printer active, and then he moved on to rename or rejuvenate the graphics company and calls it Andreal. The mission of Andreal company itself is beyond reality. You can see the logo here. The mission says evolve continuously to enable people to stay ahead. That's exactly what we printers should also take in. They do branding, content, extended reality, print and digital. In 2015, one of the achievements that Nand Kishore Kajaria ji has done is making print come alive. That is his entry into the augmented reality. So this is getting really very excited. Let's hear from our chief guest. Let us hear what he has to say and to inspire us. Over to you, Kajaria ji. We are very happy to have you with us here.
Thank you, Lakshmi Priya ji, for having me, and thank you, Kamal Chopra ji, for inviting me to be a part of this webinar. I feel very grateful to you that you have chosen me to be here. I will not take too much of time in introductions. The topic for the day is augmented reality in print, and we have with us some experts who can actually tell you about the technology and how the technology can be used in terms of for the printers. My job here is to take the perspective to see how print can actually, how augmented reality can actually be the new dimension in print. So I will just start with a short video.
Your print interact? Yes, now it can. Can you make your print come alive? Yes, now you can. Printeractive. Bring print to life. Anderson developed Printeractive to provide 360-degree interactive solutions for your professional and personal needs. Printeractive has immense potential of transforming a static print into a dynamic interactive experience. The Printeractive graphic has an embedded trigger to bring print to life. Just download the scanning app on your smartphone and scan any Printeractive graphic now and let the magic unfold. Printeractive can be used by virtually anybody. Even an individual can have his own Printeractive stationery printed at a nominal cost.
Hi, I'm Nand Kishore. Have a nice day.
From static print, a product can actually be brought to life. Most marketing collaterals and activities can be powerfully leveraged through Printeractive. Promotional games and contests, children's animation, exclusive offers, coupons and messages, find a dealer assistance, live chat with your sales team, in-browser product and page rollovers, social shares and likes, polls and surveys, feedback and booking forms, Automated hyperlinking. Printeractive increases the effectiveness of marketing initiatives. Customer activity can be tracked with real-time online content management. These benefits make Printeractive a compelling proposition. And isn't it something you always wished you could do? Just do it now with Anderson Printeractive.
That was a short video just to give an idea of what augmented reality can do with print, with various applications, which is shown in the video. Now, I will present to you how it is useful and what we can do with it. So, the topic today is augmented reality, adding a new dimension to print. So, what is augmented reality? Augmented reality basically is reality, which means the real object, the real world. It is augmented with digital content. Digital content, which can be digitally created, computer generated, or any such thing. Those objects or elements could be videos, could be pictures, could be anything. Those digital content can now interact with real objects in real time. So this is what is augmented reality. Very simple words. Technical people will tell you more. I just want to, in the layman's, we bring digital content into real life with augmented reality. So, how do we apply augmented reality in print? We can actually apply in any of these, items. Could be a visiting card, could be a corporate brochure, annual report, coffee table book, EOP material, product catalogs, newspapers, magazines, packaging, convergence cards, and many, many more items can be actually made interactive with the help of augmented reality. So, how does it benefit the print consumer? So, the benefits are for the consumer, the benefits are for the buyer, and the benefits are for the printer. So, the benefits for print consumer is that print, which is static, and it does not have a life of its own. With AR, it becomes interactive. The reader can now interact and play with the product. Now, I just use a little bit of Hindi here. जो दिखता है, वो बिकता है. Seeing and buying. So, the reader can see the picture of the product on the printed page, can touch the picture, because that is tactical. But in order to see the product in greater detail, they can now see through the augmented reality, they can see the video, they can see a 360-degree view, they can actually see a 3D view of the project. And it becomes much easier for them to now buy it directly from the catalog. Which means instant purchases can be made directly without even getting into any other mode, straight away from the mobile. If you scan a picture, straight away you can go and purchase, put your finger on the purchase button and you can purchase it once you've seen the thing in greater detail. And what more, you can actually now send instant feedbacks, live instant feedbacks, which could be from the magazine, which could be from a catalog, which could be from a brochure, which could be from a card, from anywhere. So these are the benefits for the consumer. The benefit for the print buyer. First, it's much more engaging and interactive. So the readers can spend more time with your product. It increases your sales because it increases engagement. So more engagement means more time with the product, more printed product, and so it can be more copies can be picked up. It can generate revenue by creating new channels to increase ROI for ads via print. Of course, it can enable followers, just like the social media. Promoters, reader loyalty and growth through context-sensitive information can now enable followers for the print buyer. So it helps the print consumer, it helps the print buyer. Of course, if your print consumer is helped, your print buyer is helped, the printer is going to sell more. So let us see how does it work and how have we used AR in our organization in various types of products. This is a very interesting case. We did a promotion for a movie called Professor Shankhu. Professor Shankhu is a creation of Satyajit Ray, which was recently made into a film by SVF Corporation, SVF company. It is one of the premier production companies in Calcutta. Diptiman Chatterjee was the main character, lead character, and they wanted to promote this with AR and VR. So we made a magical diary, which is also part of the story of the movie. So the magic diary of Professor Shankhu was a printed product which was distributed to the viewers, the audience. After they left the hall, they were given this, and there was a QR code at the back of printed book. They would merely scan the QR code and the app was ready. And they could now scan each page and experience the various paraphernalia of, and the various things which were there in the movies. In the movie, there was also one interactive game, which was a snake and ladder game, which was woven with the story of the movie. So this, and it was a big hit. The items were a big hit. Another job we did for Steel Junction. We had a showroom opening and they wanted a set of cards which would interact and show their products in real life, and people could visualize those products in their environment. So we made a set of convergence cards, which each card had a different product. So I don't remember how many of these products were there, but there were a number of products, and for each product there was a card. And the description was at the back of the card. The front of the card, once you scanned it, you could take that object and put it into your own environment and see how it's going to fit there. So this is also one part of augmented reality. And it was a great hit. People dropped by just to experience the interactive and immersive, new idea. It was a new idea for them. Another project we did was for Jalan Food Products. They are a very large supplier of food items like sattu and atta and chana and besan. One of the largest in Eastern India. And they use this technology on their packets. Although these packets were not offset printed, they were flexo or they were gravure printed. Augmented reality was used there to, when they scanned the packet, you could see the videos of the products. You can get information on health and benefits of the product. You can check, they could check the ingredients used. They could also see the manufacturing process and much, much more. They could like the product. They could send their feedback on the product directly from the augmented reality related. Then we did one set of children's cards, coloring cards. for a company called Techno Toys. These are cards which you could actually color. Children could color, and after coloring it, they could straight away see movement, fly, the various animals and objects which were there in the cards. They could actually start animating. Animation would start over there, and it has just been launched, so it's been a very good hit with some of the children. And because it's not only one of the points which I personally feel is very important, especially when we are in the COVID world today, most of our children's education is happening online. So these things actually provide them with something which they can get engaged with, which gives them an audio-visual, experience along with the printed material where they can color. So there's an activity. It's not just a YouTube where you go and click and you start watching the movies. It's something which you actually do. Color the cards and then scan them, and then you have the experience directly, the plane directly flying off the of the card and the chirping from the card and things like that. We did another series for Chaya. They wanted to have a set of books for kids, which is nursery rhyme books. So on each page there was a nursery rhyme, which our studio created actually. We did the entire animation along with voiceover, and this was connected with the print. And when the child would open the book and scan it, the nursery rhyme would come to life. It's completely animated. So along with the book where they are read along, they can actually also hear the rhyme and they can see the animation. So this is the way we made the book, and it was a great hit. Of course, we've talked about the talking visiting card, which is where we started our journey. And each one of our company's executive today has a talking visiting card, and they directly talk from the cards. And this is, in fact, a very big wow factor for any of our clients who sees it for the first time. So let me take you through, these are some of the case studies. Let me take you through some of the other products which we have done. This is a product model, which is a card which brings up different types of chairs or sofas. We call it convergence cards. We make a set of these cards with different products, and you can put it in a jacket rather than taking a very large catalog or a bulky, album or something. You just have one set of small cards in your pocket, and you go to the client and they can actually experience all these products, whichever product they. This is sofa. This could be, this is household items. It could be anything. AR in real estate is, of course, a big hit. So right from their brochures, they can now do their walkthroughs, interior, exterior walkthroughs can start from here. So a product, in fact, a real estate brochure can now become a complete, showcase for the customer. So they can showcase everything from there. We have done quite a few projects on these. So interiors, exteriors, bedrooms, 3D. They can actually visualize the entire apartment in 3D just by scanning one of the pages. Okay, so this is another 3D related architectural cards we did, where there were several cards, each one had a different view. Again, these are children's education things. These are some of the cards. This is again for education, where the Taj Mahal will come to life. You can actually see various paraphernalia. You can also see the moon and rotate the moon, do whatever you like with the moon. Of course, this I've already talked about this. This is for packaging, where the package actually comes to life. annual reports. Annual reports, the customers can actually directly speak. The directors or the chairman can directly speak from the annual report to their stakeholders. There can be animation of the graphics of their various charts and pie charts and other charts. Of course, they can showcase their social responsibilities. They can showcase their factories and goods or whatever it is. So all that can be done with the annual report. These are advertisements. You can do so many things. You can directly show your interest. You can browse directly from there. So if you see an ad and which the ad is an AR related, it is embedded. Quickly you can actually go through the ad, go inside the ad, and you can check out reviews, offers, and things like that. We have done it in quite a few of these cases. Then we did one map for this company where each of their this thing would come alive. These are some sample cards we made for home appliances, where a mixer grinder will come to life and it will show the entire mixing. You can change the speed, you can put different kind of things inside. Then, of course, this is another pump. A pump could be used the way it is, motor or pump. This is an election campaign where a poster was done. There's a very interesting mechanical catalog which we worked on, where each component is completely working. So you can actually work at different speeds and show various parts of that directly from the card. One card can actually give you so much of information. These are posters for Professor Sanku and another movie, Netaji. I think it was a Netaji movie we did, where the poster, this can be used through an AR app, it can be used through web AR. The experts are there, they will tell you about this. They have a lot of information to give you. I was just giving you the printer's perspective. This is where you can find us for any information, more information you want, and user experience. I'll be glad, our team will be glad to help you in any of your questions or queries if you have.
Thank you very much, sir. We from the academic side are only teaching all these things. We never knew so much has come into the market, especially you started in 2015, and that's really very great. And coming to so many case studies you have showed, I think many of our printers would be inspired to see that something has been happening on these lines right from 2015 onwards. Thank you very much. We will go on to our next speaker. May I introduce Mr. Shiv Prasad Velayudham, Director Operations, RealWorks, Coimbatore. So he is here. So he is here with us to talk to us about how printers can understand AR better. That is the link between technology and printing. He has completed his Bachelor of Science at CMS College, Coimbatore, and completed Master of Computer Applications at Bharathiar University. He is the founder of RealWorks, located in Coimbatore. He does 3D visualization and animation, specializing in digital environment, digital tablet composition, animation, etc. So looking at the awards that he has received the fastest growing Indian company excellence award in 2015, the Business Leadership Award for Industrial Development in 2015, and the Global Achiever Award. Another key thing that I want to tell you about him is he is the maker of the Kutti Story. If you know Vijay, the very popular Tamil actor, one of his recent movies that was released during the lockdown, in that there was a pre-release, and that the animation was done by Shiv Prasad. Before that, he has done many videos and animations for movies as well as for advertisements. So he has a better understanding of the print world and the digital world. He is here to connect the two to us. Over to you, sir. We are happy to have you here.
Thank you, madam. Thanks a lot for having me as one of the speakers. Thanks once again for the opportunity. So, yeah, I mean, I think it was a wonderful introduction from both Kamalji and Mr. Nandakishore Kajaria. So there isn't much to explain about what AR is from now, but technology part, there is a bit of inputs that I would be able to put limelight on. So it's more like printers have already mastered the design aspect of things. There is no question about it, because web designing or animation and motion graphics came very, very late, but printing has been here for I think it should be more than 100 years or so. And the design process have evolved, the typography, the composition and colors, and all very refined process exists for print design as of now. So looking at animation or probably motion graphics, it is like fairly new, like probably 20-30 years, like since computers arrived and animations arrived and television arrived. And it hasn't matured as much as print design per se. So I would say printers have been in the forefront when it comes to designing, and extending it into the current technology is like a small thing for printers to do. I don't think it is a big leap, because they have done the difficult part already. The designing and the color and understanding the client and the message in one single page is being done for years. Well, it's like a movie in a single page. It's telling a story. It's telling a full blown concept in one single page. It's so difficult. I started with print design, so that is the reason I understand the difficulty of designing in for print. So if it's a movie, it's fairly easy. You have 1 minute or 5 minutes to tell the story. Now it is like one frame and you have to put all the content the client requests. So it has been mastered already. And looking at augmented reality now, it is just making things pop out of that print one single page and extending it a little more. But if you look at it, that has also been already done by the printers, because pop-up books already existed. If you look at it, like you as kids, we used to have a lot of pop-up books, and every page would have something pop up, a house or a character, and there'll be a lot of small movements happening if you open and close the book. So this has been already in the minds of printers, only that it is getting into a digital form right now. So what is the missing link, or probably what is I wouldn't say it's a major part, but a very important part is the content as well as the integration. I think Mr. Shivaji would be explaining more about the integration and the development and ease of use, because there is a lot of programming and stuff happening beneath the behind what you see on a tab or a phone when you point at a augmented reality card or QR code. But that's been made easy. I had a look at PlugAR website, and I saw that it has been fairly made very, very easy. So there is only one part which remains, which is the content part. 3D content or a video content and interactive content. So probably I'll spend time talking about that. So let me show you one of the videos that we have created, so that way it is easy for you to understand what we are good at. Are you able to hear the sound?
Yes, now it is.
So that was done in 2014. We are Rajnikant, as you already can see from the video. So we wanted to create something. No, there was a movie which was called Kochadian, which was releasing, and we wanted to create something on our own for as a fan made thing, and that is how this happened. And it was received well. We got good amount of views in a week, and it got trending in a couple of days time. So this is what we do. We are into 3D content creation. So if you look at the augmented reality part of things, we develop contents for augmented reality companies. So that's also one part of our job. The video that you have seen is all done using 3D tools and rendering engines and all that. But we also create content for augmented reality applications or game development companies. So that is one aspect of augmented reality. And for printers, I would say it's like having a graphic designer, but just add a third dimension to it. It's nothing new for a designer, but having a 3D division would definitely add to the charm of what animation comes out of the print. The designing team, you would already have a very good designing team, the graphic designing team, I mean. So extending it into animation, there are two ways to do it. One is motion graphics, as in all 2D elements getting animated in a timely fashion and all that. And the second one would be 3D animation, creating all objects in 3D and making it move around and animate and stuff. So there are two divisions that you might have to extend to start with. The print, of course, the designing and the printing, of course, you people already have mastered it. This is only extending it. Then comes the interaction part, how a mobile phone interacts with the print design, and this content pops up. So that is a different technology or a different department as such. Probably Mr. Shivajira could throw more light onto it. But the content part, I would say, this is a key part to for augmented reality, because if you can make it little more interactive, have sparks, have fireworks. For instance, you could have a catalog of fireworks, and you point at a page and you start seeing fireworks pop out from each page. What kind of fireworks they are selling. And as Mr. Nandakishore had already showed, like there could be a lot of watches. And once they choose a watch, they could show just their hand, and they would see the watch on their hand. It's more of real world objects from the print design. You could pop an object and put it onto their hands. So more like how differently you can think about charming the customers. And there are a lot of board games as such. It's a war. It would be a war game. You would have a lot of cards, and you put a card on it through a tab, and you see an entire army in front of you. It's like games and interactive stuff is far more prevalent these days, because just popping an object is one thing. Then probably if you can make two objects interact, let's say you switch on a light and everything becomes a different color. For example, the bed changes and the room color changes. Probably night stars appear in the bedroom. So there are a lot of creative ways you can actually animate stuff inside augmented reality. Just popping stuff is very much appealing, better than the regular print stuff. But once you start asking the customer to interact, probably there is a switch in the augmented reality app where you can click on it, and you can just have a sun. He can pick the sun from the screen and move it and make it night. And there's a lot of interaction that you can add. It's like making them engage, as Mr. Kajare had mentioned. It's more of engagement, which will bring you more sales. So that way, there are a lot of things, like probably you can change the wall color of a room or add furnitures and change all the colors. So this content creation part is fairly, I would say, it's not yet very mature in the print field. So the graphic designing and colors and composition is very, very mature. But if they can have a department and start growing that gradually, so by the time this industry matures with all the glasses, and there could be embedded lenses with AR stuff in the future. So people would start seeing directly. They don't need a mobile phone or they don't need a tab to see a lot of stuff. They can just wear a glass and the entire world would change. There would be a lot of, when something is running on a TV, you could search for the actors or what rating the movie is. And if you're looking at a building, it would say this is not a good hotel, there are a lot of complaints, or it's a very good hotel. So, and the current menu. So there are a lot of data driven things and interactive things that can pop up. That is the application part of things. But how you present it is still within the design, within the designer's limits. So I would say my initials, the conclusion would be to add a department of motion graphic designers as well as 3D team would definitely add to the overall experience that you can deliver. The print is already taken care of. You people already can do it. And the application part, of course, you need a development team, core development team, or very easy solutions, plug and play solutions like PlugVR that I was going through the website. It's fairly very, very easy to plug. So they would have done a very great deal of work behind the screens, but it's easy now to plug that into your print application. But the content creation is still the key, as your typography, as the design is the key. This is the content creation will still be a very key element in AR. So I would say my statement would be to develop content creation team, motion graphics team, for the future of augmented reality. I think that's pretty much that I had in mind about this. Thank you, Lakshmi Madam. You can take it over from here. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prasad sir. That's beautiful. So you have given us a very nice formula. Printers already have the graphic design or the pre-press unit. The only thing we need to now do is escalate ourselves and have a small motion graphics department. So
Exactly.
that will do one part of the trick. And the other part, of course, we can approach Shivaji. And maybe if we haven't started a department on motion graphics, we can come to you.
Definitely, yes. Anytime.
So that way, I think this is really very inspiring, especially during the lockdown. One other suggestion as a teacher, I would like to say that there are a number of websites on the internet which gives you free courseware which talks about what these are. So if printers are interested in learning, learning is a key thing, and our in the vote of thanks, you will have another point where learning is an important key. Our speaker is going to talk to us about that. So from the learning perspective, if you still want to learn, there are a number of online free courses which give you a fair idea of what motion graphics is. So printers can take a look at that, so that as proprietors and owners of presses, you will get to know what it is before you set up your own department. So thank you very much, Shiv Prasad ji, and your was really very natural. So much of resemblance. Even Vijay had that resemblance. Talapati Vijay as well. That was very inspiring. Thank you very much. Let's move on to our next speaker. The next speaker is going to give us the off-the-shelf solution for our printers, Mr. Sivaji Yera. He is the CEO of PlugXR. He's from Hyderabad. So he has completed his Bachelor of Technology from Vishaka Institute of Engineering and Technology, Andhra Pradesh, and then Master of Engineering at Satyabama University, Chennai. So he is fascinated for creating problem-solving products for varied businesses and individuals, and is skilled in product architecture, product ideation, people management, business development, and ethical hacking. So he is the founder and CEO of PlugXR and Innoware IT Solutions. So this PlugXR, he will be telling you about it, is a cloud-based solution. Let's hear from him, because it's really very interesting, because as printers, when we have somebody ready to give us a solution which we are not very up to date as yet, let's hear from him. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think it's a pleasure to be part of this meeting today. I think both the sessions are really informative, and especially like both are, I think they covered most of the doubts what printers are having nowadays. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about mostly on now we understand the different use cases, what is there for printers, in especially when it is coming to augmented reality. A lot of printers, they have this doubt that, okay, there is a technology, but we don't know where do we have to use it and how we can use it, so how to implement it. So there are a lot of questions are there. Like since I've been working with augmented reality from 2012, when I was in my master's, Satyabama. That's when I started working with augmented reality. And the first thing is the print industry is the one they takes biggest advantage of this augmented reality technology. So I think Mr. Nandakishore sir, he covered a lot of use cases in printers. Like he covered, I think, most of the use cases. If everybody understands better, I think they can refer that use cases, how to create different experiences or different solutions, how they can offer to their printing industries. So now, and Mr. Shiv Prasad, he also explained about the importance of the content which is required to create. Like when the people, they decide, when the printers or when any customer, they decided to create augmented reality solutions. So he clearly explained the need of content, how to create, and how to adopt and all. So as he rightly said, printers, they already have this vision of adopting these things. Like I would say, like printers are the one early adopters for this kind of technologies, and they've been working with the designs from the years together. So here, from our plugins are, excuse me. So here we have come up with a solution where when you decided to get into the augmented reality, how you can implement. So that's where we come into the picture. So we would like to just walk you through the steps, like what sort of steps it will involve for the development, and how we simplified the whole process of development. How today you don't have to go through all of these steps. Like what we created today is a ready-made solution where you just have to log into our platform, and you just bring your video or whatever the design content you wish to create augmented reality, you can bring and you can drag and drop and you can publish it. I'll just play a small video here. um, So here we know, like the importance of augmented reality. If you look at the current augmented reality development solution, like this is very complex. Like if you look at, so you have to approach some software agency, or you have to hire some of the developers, and you have to deal with a lot of tools, software tools, and even for the infrastructure also you have to spend a lot of money. Usually, so this is a scenario, like it's a time consuming, it's a cost consuming, and you need high skilled developers where they can implement the solution for you. So now we completely automated the process. We automated the steps, so we reduced time and cost by 70 to 80%, and we reduced the dependency also. It's, as I said, like all you have to do is just log into our platform, you bring your assets and drag and drop all your videos and with the target marker, like the prints, whatever you have, and you just publish it. It's as simple as creating a PPT, a PowerPoint presentation. So if you have a skill set of creating a PowerPoint presentation, that skill set is good enough to create any sort of experiences, the use cases, whatever Mr. Nandkishore sir, he mentioned, that all of those most of those use cases can be done easily through this platform. So one example, we just recorded how this is the platform. You have to log in. So here you can see multiple options where you can choose one of the option. And now we are creating a simple AR experience for one small image. Like here I'm taking one Rolex advertisement image. So here I'm trying to create some small AR experience. So I just uploaded the target image, and this is our platform. Here you can directly upload your video, or you can use one of them which is ready. So as soon as you get the video, you can scale, or you can move your asset wherever you want. You can design however you want. So once it is ready, all you have to do is click on the publish button. That's it. Your AR is created. So it is generated the QR code. So open your mobile and scan that QR code. Now it will redirect you a browser with the camera mode. So once the camera is open, if you look at the print, you can see the AR is coming live. So it is as simple as like, it's like within few seconds or few minutes, you'll be able to create augmented reality experience through our platform. So this is what we did through our platform. Like within our platform, you'll be able to get your Android application, iOS application, web application, or even for the future, glasses also, like headsets also, we are giving the solution. So it's very simple platform what we built. So, and this is freely available for the people, and we have a commercial version also. So, excuse me. As I said, these are the steps, which is like get your whatever the graphics with available with you, and just upload it in our platform, and you can publish it. Either you can create your own brand mobile application, or you can create without mobile application also. Web AR means end consumer, he don't have to install any mobile application. Instead, he can just create a simple web link, where through that QR code or something, they'll be able to experience augmented reality. So apart from that, what we do, we also have the partners, like as we have a platform, like we have a lot of partners who is working with us, like Mr. Siva Prasad or Mr. Nandkishore sir, kind of companies. Like we have a partners like that. And so when we have a requirement for any design elements or anything, so we have a lot of partners, they're taking care of the creating content which is ready, which is required for AR. So they are taking care of that part. And we have our platform, which is easy to use by anybody. And we have a platform, and we have a very good support and maintenance platform. And we take care of, we give the good support for enterprises and all. And the maintenance also, we made automated, we have automated tools, and we have a team where they take care of this maintenance also. And we have a huge community from the students and the designers, who if you wish to hire them even remotely for a 1 hour or 2 hour also, we have a certified community, where we can connect with that community, student community, or freelance community, where you can take the help from them. So apart from that, this is the offerings what we have. This is the minimum offer. Like there is a lifetime free on our platform. You don't have to pay anything. Every month you'll have a 10 AR experiences. When I'm saying AR experiences, it's like a one business card is one experience, or one brochure is another experience. So we are giving 10 AR experiences for free every month. It will renew. You don't have to pay, if at all. If you have less thing, if you want to try it out, we are giving open access to anybody to try it out and create your experiences. And the other side, we have monthly, the smallest package, which is $35 per month, which is close to 2,500 to 2,600 Indian rupees per month. Within that, you can able to create 50 AR experiences, like 50 types of business cards, or 50 types of invitations, whatever. It's up to you how you want to utilize. So apart from that, these use cases I don't want to discuss, because since they are already discussed, I think. Yeah. So these are some of the showcase. I'm sure. So about our company, like our journey with AR is more than 8 years, I would say. And we have our headquarters in Silicon Valley, US, and we have a complete development team in Hyderabad with 40 plus developers now. We have increased, and this is our leadership team. and we have about 13,000 plus registered customers across 100 plus countries, both B2B and the creative individuals, and even a few students also slowly they are adopting it. So this is about our company and the offerings what we have. I think I can hand over to ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Shivaji. That was wonderful. I think many printers would now think of taking up the free version of yours and give a trial. It really looks very simple. The very idea of arranging such seminars is that we want the printers to quickly adopt the digital platform. The digital, I mean here, the computer-based, internet-based, software-based platform. Because in 2016 itself, during Drupa, we have been introduced to Print 4.0, the smart factory environment. So it's high time we started delving into this, and this lockdown is a nice time for us to get to know about these technologies. So we have people here, we bring you speakers of this category so that you will be able to change your course or adopt these courses or give it a try. There are people who are willing to help us. So let's make use of it.
Good evening, sir. And this is very informative session. So my question is, we have printed calendar on the birds. So that is in a 2D form, and we have many fences, abrasive UV, this UV, that UV, and kind of the gold special things. Can be that calendar can be converted into augmented reality in the same 2D artwork.
Anybody? Yeah,
Anybody?
Yeah, of course, any image, earlier it used to be QR codes. Now any image can be converted into AR marker. So any photograph, any design that already exists can be converted as a marker. And Shivaji sir can actually explain it better, because he also showed a Rolex ad as an image. And whenever the camera detects the same image anywhere in the world, it will pop the exact AR content. So it is definitely possible. You don't have to change anything in your existing designs. Existing designs can be used to create new AR content. Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Shivaji, we can download your plugin and then experiment that thing.
Sir, you don't have to download. All you have to do is it's a website. You can visit in a group. I'm sending the website link.
Okay.
Hey, let me explain in simple languages. Whatever the calendar you have, you will print a QR code in it. In which it is a code. When the scanner will be there, automatically the website or the background will open on the phone. That is simple thing. And for creating that thing, you need Shiva Prasadji, because that contents creating the main thing. How to create the moving chair, how to you have printed a calendar with a bird on it. And the video we can see it is flying also. The bird is flying. But
but to start with, you can make the calendar float inside your room. That is very much or on the desk. So the box would already be there. If you scan it, the calendar will pop up and it will be in front of the box. That can be done without much of animation or anything. That I think PlugXR already has a trial version and free version. So starting, it would be very easy. Just go to the website and import the image, existing design image, and probably add another test image for augmented reality content, and it would fly off. Then creative content, probably we might help, or there are a lot of companies around who can do 3D content. We don't need to understand what augmented reality is, but we definitely can help you on creating videos or 3D content.
So I just want to add something here. The important part is not the technology. The technology exists.
Yeah.
The important part is the content and the design. So the idea behind the print, you see, whatever you're printing can be made into a trigger or whatever you want to call it. That's not the problem. The thinking is to be right. So what are you going to embed there? what is it going to happen? What is going to happen when you scan it?
Okay.
So that's important. The entire effect has to be good. So you can scan something and a video can start, or a 3D content can come on top of that. That is why a very important part of this entire, I would say, quadrangle is the designer. So like Mr. Shiva Prasad said, that there are a lot of printers who actually have mastered the design. Because printing, what is printing? Ultimately, you have to print design there.
Yes.
Similarly, here there's another dimension. This dimension is that you got, not only you got animation, you got video, you got sound, you got all the other assets which can be used with printing, static. So that is where the most important part comes in. We are actually marrying two worlds.
Yes.
One is a physical and static world, that's printing, let's say. And the other one is the digital world. So in that case, in order to do that, in order to do it successfully, in order to wow and enamor and attract your customer, it's so important the design is done in a proper way. So if you don't have a proper, interesting design, it's just going to be a QR code. And a QR code is not augmented reality.
No.
It can be used to bring up augmented reality. That's a separate issue. So that there's a huge difference. So design thinking is so important.
Just to add to that,
Yes, please.
it's like, as an example, you could have a Harry Potter book and just scan one page, you'll see a magic path happening, or invisible door opening inside an illustration. It's just like the story itself. It's not only the technology as
Storytelling, absolutely right.
yeah, there is a flow of story which would engage the customer rather than just, the popping is interesting, but after a while it is just popping if it is so simple. So
there is no other interest there.
exactly. So if you can add a layer to a book, as there was a book example in the case study, one of the case studies, for the movie. So the diary is part of the movie story. So once you get the diary and you start seeing small things from the movie, okay, which you missed in the first viewing, you go back and see the movie next time. It's more of selling the movie more than once, and probably you go to Amazon Prime and
there are characters who are coming in, there are villains and there are heroes, and then
yes,
there are aeroplanes and things like that, the jungle and jungle chase. So these are things which you would like to play around with,
exactly.
when you are not watching the movie. Go home and you would like to relive the movie.
Yes.
So that is the way we thought about it. So thinking is the most important part. Design thinking.
Is placing of content is very important. How to place, what kind of result you want. In that
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, madam.
We have a question from Veena Adityan. Veena, would you like to ask the question yourself? She's asking Mr. Shivaji.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the talk. I'm actually one of the former students of Lakshmi Priya. I'm just here to learn a bit more. Shivaji sir, I wanted to know, is it possible to put dynamic content in the augmented reality video? So if I have for example, a promotion on that watch, can I change that promotion data or something like that?
Right. For that, we have to provide the APIs access. Like the public platform, what we have is for a very basic version for only certain people. But these things we have to provide special actions. Maybe we can catch up separately, and we'll let you know on that part.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's actually possible. It's possible.
It is possible.
It's possible from a ready-made platform. You need to do a little bit more, but it's actually possible. Dynamic content is absolutely possible.
Yes.
There are applications for viewing a building. For instance, a real estate building where you see which unit is occupied, which unit is east facing. You can choose between. You say you want east facing, or you want above 10th floor. It all gets isolated and it's all data run. It is doable, but depends on what platform you are trying to use. Of course, as Mr. Shivaji said, like their application will have to expose an API to interact with your requirement, of course. But it is possible. Technically, it is possible.
we have a question from Rachana.
So yeah, my question was like, can we predict what kind of problems printers may face after using AR, sir, ahead?
You asking me?
Yeah, any one of you can answer me.
So there is no, the printing is the way we do it. There is no different. So the printing, there is nothing in the print.
Yes.
The print is, as long as the print is visible and it's, you know, it's a proper print. It doesn't require anything else, because the trigger is in the graphics. If you take the JPEG or whatever format, it depends on the kind of application you're using. You just take the JPEG of the page or the trigger and you use it in your backend. So your printing is just the printing. So there is nothing else. If all your printing looks alike, as long as it is not scummed over and, you know, it is not, it's properly visible, there is no problem.
Yes, my question was not like what the problems they will face during printing. It was like kind of maybe security, or once they go live with AR, maybe with their advertisements or something like this. There might be some kind of problems. Can we predict that? That
No.
was my question.
Yeah, technically, any new technology will have problems. I don't think there is a certain way of predicting what problems comes. But if you start in a very logical, fundamentally strong base, then I think most of the problems can be mitigated. I don't think it can be eradicated. It can be mitigated and handled well in the future. That's the only way of handling any problem for that matter. Not printing problem or design problem. Any problem, if your fundamentals are strong, if your platform is strong, and even technologies whatever you use, they would definitely have backdoors, and it's more of a combination of technologies. The printing part is taken care of already because it's physical stuff, the designing, color management and all those things. Then comes your technology layer that definitely needs an expert on board to understand what kind of content you are creating, what kind of technology you are using, what kind of platform you are using to create and I don't think you can avoid problems. You can definitely manage problems. That's the best way.
And there is the question about legality. So there could be a lot of legal issues here. It's when you are in social media, there are a lot of problems. Similarly, if you're having in augmented reality print, you can have similar problems. But that is something which is universal. It's not got to anything with printing in augmented reality. So it's existing. We are in life. In life is going to be there. So like Mr. Shiva Prasad said that if everything is, at least your ideas are good and you know that you're moving in the right direction, problems will be sorted out.
Yeah. Okay. I thought there would be some kind of particular fundamentals or some particular instructions to be followed, so that there might not be kind of forgery or something, so that based on those fundamentals, printers can bring them and can be in the safer side in all the domains.
Have a consultant or an expert on board is the right way to go about it, because they would master that area and you would be mastering your designing and printing area. Otherwise, you can't be master of all trades. You can be jack of all trades, master of none end of the day. So it will be best to be master of one and let some other master handle your other technical stuff.
Sure. Thank you so much for this answer.
Mr. Srikanth, would you like to ask a question, sir?
Yeah, it was similar to the. Thanks, madam. Thanks for the whole webinar. It's a very interesting this one. It's on the similar lines of what just now lady had spoken. The data security, and because we are interacting, there's a huge trust. The customer gives us the whole order when we are picking up, and AR and also like the data security is a major thing. That's what I wanted to ask Shivaji specifically, like how exactly you're addressing, or you're like, means there is a free version, there is a paid version, and also a private version that you're asking. If you can answer it, it's well, I'll be happy.
Right, sir. So when we are right now, the free version or the open experiences, whatever we are giving, first thing, all the APIs what we are using it is all authenticated. Like it's not the open APIs. Okay, it's a secure APIs what we are using right now. Even for your information or for your customers' information, when you're integrating with your server, so make sure you're using the right security measures from your API level. Okay, so that when you're giving it to anybody, like if somebody want to right now the web ER and mobile ER, whatever it is coming. Okay, so if somebody want to crack based on that URL, or if they want to just dig into your database or something, so we have to make sure that your API level should be well secure. Okay, so once that part is taken care, I don't think I think it's like any regular web applications or mobile applications wise, whatever the security measures we can able to take it, and the same things can be followed in the even for the AR based applications. But only some certain experiences somebody like they will leave it for open, like when you're experiencing it, even if you little bit aware of the hacking, you'll be able to download the content which you are integrating with AR, like all 3D models, all assets and all. Okay, so that also it's up to you whether you want to secure with the API level, or you don't want to, you just want to leave it for open. So it's up to you how you want to define the security level API side. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Shiva. We'll connect later.
Sure, definitely.
There's a question from Eason. He wants to ask Shivaji whether the app is available in the Play Store or not.
Sir, one thing I would like to clarify here. Okay, yes, we have our own mobile application, which is just for a B2C, but the platform what we are providing, using this platform, you will be able to create your own applications. You will be able to publish your own Android app and iOS app without getting into too much of technicality. Okay, but we do have our own app. If at all if you don't want to create your own mobile application, you can there is an option in our platform like publish in PlugXR app. So there you can publish your experience and you can download PlugXR mobile app and you can experience it. But you need not to go through all of these steps. So there is it's a web application what we are providing. Log into our website. There's log in give your credentials, like sign up and take your you'll get the credentials and log in, and you can create your experience, and even without app also you'll be able to create AR experience. Need not to be AR, need not to be app itself. You don't have to install app from an app store or Play Store. Instead you can create web AR and you can try it. If you have any questions, I just provided my details there, so you can WhatsApp me. I can connect with my team where they can help you out for the initial setup, or within our website also we have step-by-step instructions where that will give you the walkthrough on our platform. So that's not a problem. And right now, whatever the platform which is available, which is and we do have other platform where you will get advanced features that we provide once you connect with us. It's not publicly available, but we'll be able to provide that also for within free version.
Thank you. There's one from Joshi sir. He is asking, can you share a demo of how to use your app?
Sure, I will share the details. It's everything is there, like all the information, all the tutorials and documentation, everything is available in our website. If you're still not able to find, since I've given my WhatsApp number and the email ID, you can just text me. I'll send you the relevant information.
Right. So we have another question. How can we implement AR technology in newspapers, and what are the challenges faced?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yes.
So it's more like, running a paper ad and using that as a trigger. That's pretty much it. So I mean, it's as easy as running a newspaper ad. Otherwise, you can't run on all the, you don't know what image is going to come. So you're anyway supposed to run your ad. There would be that cost and that process involved. Then comes your augmented reality ad. So it's very simple, and I don't think there's anything complex or challenges per se in that process. So
Actually, Times of India has already done it. Maybe 2 years ago or something, for Diwali, they had done it.
Yeah. And also the next question regarding the software to create 3D models. There are, I mean, we use Blender, which is a free and open source tool. So you can download Blender. You can search for Blender 3D and you'll get a website from which you can download the software. You don't have to spend a single rupee on it. It is a free software. It's an open source software. And you can start creating models, or I would say you can start downloading models from the internet. There are a lot of websites which provide free 3D models. One example is Sketchfab. Probably I'll send all these links to Lakshmi Madam. Probably she can send the links to the attendees post this discussion. So it's like you can use existing models for now. And in case you want a custom model, you can have your team train on that, creating new models and stuff. That is one way of doing it. And there are companies like us who can model things for you in case you need very complex models in a very short period of time. So for learning, you can definitely download a lot of models from free websites and start trying creating 3D elements for augmented reality. The software we use is Blender. It's as good as any commercial application. The video that you saw is done in Blender, and there are a lot more 3D modeling and animation and visual effects that we do in our studio, which is all done using Blender. So Blender 3D is a very good tool to create 3D models.
And to self-learn, you can make use of YouTube videos of how to learn.
Blender is a very good community of developers and artists. So there will be a lot of help coming in case you get into YouTube, or also there are free courses in Udemy and CG Cookie. I'll put all those links in a mail to Lakshmi ma'am. Probably she can send an email to all the attendees, or if they have registered, I can send that, or I'll just type it here anyway.
This video will also be put on the YouTube. Maybe on the YouTube itself also we can reply.
Yes.
One is running the ad in the newspaper, which is like any other ad. The second thing is you need to know which ad to scan. How do you know which to scan? So there has to be something there, some kind of a, something which says that scan this ad. QR code, you don't have to say it. The QR code is there to scan the QR code. So if there's an augmented reality advertisement going in a newspaper or a magazine, there has to be something which says very clearly, scan this, ad to experience or whatever. That's the only difference. There's no other difference. And the other thing is on the other side. That's the technology side. That's the Shivaji era side. Or the, where you take that app and put all the rest of the stuff. So printing is printing. This is the other thing. And something is required to identify which ad to scan and how to scan. That's all. So, and if you have a QR code, fine. You don't need anything else.
Any other questions? We have Mr. C.D. Joshi asking, Kajaria sir, what will be the charges for a 4-page catalog with these effects?
Sir, it's very difficult to say. The charges will be the same as if you are printing it for 4-page catalog. So the design and print is the same cost. There is no difference. Now, the difference is in the content. Like Mr. Shiva Prasad said, content. And actually I said content is king. Without content, and the cost is for the content. Yes. Like hardly any cost for technology because Shivaji sir is giving it free. 50 of these triggers, 500 times scanning is free. So basic cost is going to be incurred for the content. And if content is provided by your customer, there is no cost. Customer provides content. Yes. Mr. Yera provides app and you print. Where is the cost? The cost is only in linking the whole thing together, which you may have one graphic designer, if he understands how to do it, he should be able to do it. So there is not too much extra cost. All the extra cost is in the thought. That is where the cost goes. You know, all these thought people take the maximum money. So even us printers, we are at the bottom. सारा पैसा तो एजेंसी वाले ले जाते, तो जो सोचता है वो ले जाता पैसा.
No. Even we try to remain at the technology end. We have ad agencies and creative agencies who develop the concept. Yes, you are right when you say the content creation takes majority cost, because the idea is where the money is. Exactly as Mr. Nandakishore said.
That's right. It's the idea and then the content.
Content, exactly.
And the linking technology is almost free, or I mean, it's relatively free.
Yeah, it's very negligible when compared to the content.
So,
Can I add one thing?
yeah, sure.
जैसे नंदो कुमार जी पहले बोले, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, तो दिखना चाहिए तो वो बराबर बिकेगा. तो कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रिंटिंग विल बी नॉमिनल, एंड बाकी जो विंडो शॉपिंग जैसे बोलते हैं हम, जैसे हम उसमें वीडियोस पुट करेंगे उसका पैसा लगेगा. दैट इज वैल्यू एडिशन.
Yes, absolutely right. आप एकदम सही बोला आपने जोशी. That's the thing.
It's better to have your own content team, ideation team, so you can have more margins rather than just having the print team, which, as Nandakishore rightly said, the margins are very thin there. So if you have an ideation team and a design team and a conceptualizing team, then the clients actually see value. But the actual physical content is more costly, but they don't see much of value to it.
They'll be already spending a lot of money on the creating this this kind of content, from getting it from kind of agencies or anything. I think the majority of this FMCG people and other manufacturers, I think most of them are from they are your customers, and they provide this kind of content. If mostly most of the cases, let's say somebody wants the business cards, they are the one, they provides the video what need to be embedded with that. If it is a simple content, if it is a complex content, they'll be already working with the companies like Mr.
I can put in a word here with the videos and the visiting card. So we had a package where we we said that you can we give them a format. You can actually take your video directly from your mobile. So if you've got 100 people in an organization, everybody will take one video in the mobile in that format and send it to you. And all you have to do is to embed it. And embedding it, if you have something like PlugArt or PlugX or whatever, then it's not too much of a problem. Take that video, drop it on that particular person's face, and yes, you're ready to go.
Sure.
For that, you don't need augmented reality. You just need a QR code. Why would one go into all that, to create an AR code there, and trigger? If you just want to show your website, just have a QR code, scan it, and you got to the website.
One suggestion: there is a great business model here. You can just take PlugXR's free version, do 15 free markers, and earn from that. Get the next paid plan from them and do 500 more. There is, if you have got a good marketing team who can actually sell AR content, you don't have to create the content. You just have to get paid for the integration using a platform like PlugXR.
So you start integrating service rather than doing any printing or...
Yes, no technology involved, just an integration service, just another graphic designer who understands all this.
Somebody has done the app, somebody has done the content, somebody is printing, you just be in the middle. So start an agency saying that I will do all that for you.
Yes.
Make it simple for the printers.
Yeah, it's already there. We can buy a service from PlugXR and just sell it to have an extra margin over it. There is it's fairly very easy. So I think that would be the right way to do.
So whatever you want to charge per trigger,
yes,
you need to charge 3,000 rupees per trigger at what point of time.
Yes.
Right.
We have a question from Santano. In newspaper, apart from advertisement, is it possible to use AR in the news, which is updated every day? Yeah, Times does it, that News Alive is there.
Now I don't think they're doing it, but they used to do it at one point in time. Time Live or something they had.
Time Live.
I don't think it really worked very well, so they gave it up. Or maybe they're still doing it.
Yeah, it's more like location-based adaptation kind of thing. Yes, technically it is possible, as in reading what is written on the paper. For example, it is like identifying a face or reading the content and deciphering it. It is doable. And once, let's say you are looking at weather, okay, it's either going to say sunny, rainy, cloudy, thunderstorm. There will be a set of words. So if you can identify that kind of words in a specific font and trigger certain things, then it is possible. Okay, or if the content is going to be new every day, then it has to be something like OCR, scanning, like, character recognition, and create a content depending on it. So technically it is possible.
It won't work with text. Mostly it's difficult.
Yeah, mostly it is very
difficult.
difficult.
Pictures. It can work with graphics. So if you have a picture of, let's say, a politician there, and you can actually scan that and you can see what all is happening. So that definitely can be done. There is no issue.
Yeah, dynamic text content is very, very difficult, but I wouldn't say it is impossible. Very, very difficult, of course.
Cost-wise, it is not worth doing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not worth doing, because you have all those other things available now. Why should you do it? Why should you reinvent the wheel?
We have Madhura Mahajan madam here.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Kamalji. Good evening, all the speakers and audience. So my question was that transactional marketing, I know it's not very popular in India as it is, in the Western countries. So can this, using AR, can this be developed further in India? On the transactional businesses or transactional marketing, like such as, the essential communications, like your credit card statements or various bills that we receive. So various, and so, if all this can be, can be done through augmented reality, where many of the features can be given to the customer to enhance the customer experience.
Yeah, it depends. Do you want me to answer, or you would like to answer this?
Okay,
you please go ahead, sir. Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Later I'll answer.
Two things here. One is the transactional, document itself. So, if it's supposing it's an electricity bill. Now, as far as the electricity bill is concerned, there is hardly anything else to tell you, because you got PDF or you got the emails, you get everything. But if there are advertisements there, and if you want to sell something, if you want to, put some kind of an offer, then augmented reality can work. Some kind of an interaction, some kind of a feedback, where you want to get something back, which is not possible through a static print. That is where you can probably, use this. Could be a good use case.
Or we can reduce the amount of print and then increase the content on the virtual mode.
Right. Okay, Mr. Shiv Prasad, you want to go on?
So probably, you can have probably it's a, let's say, membership card for a particular store. You can scan that card and show them what transactions that you have done in the last month, or it could be an phone bill. You could just have an Airtel card and scan it. So that way you are reducing a lot of print materials, paper materials. And
okay, basically this transactional type of augmented reality, which is the next step, it is actually coming in the future. Okay, like it is not today's thing, because there are a lot of things, like in terms of the security side, like people are little bit of skeptical today to involve into that level of like, because of the security reasons. Even the banks, let's say if you have a debit card or ATM card, as soon as you look at, you can get all the statements, all the transactions then and there itself. But it is possible, but they are not comfortable with integrating at this stage. They are just waiting for people to give the more robustness in the in terms of the technology side. And even there are a lot of advancements are happening from every level, like devices also it's coming. Like I said yesterday, we are working with a big telecom company from Japan. Like they are already adopting AR glasses with proper location-based cloud anchors with 5G adoption, and with the proper security level things. And that country they're already into that thing. I think a lot of people, they're a little worried about the security reasons, first of all, and the all of other things. They're just waiting for the time to this tech should be little more robust. So that's what they're waiting. That's why this transactional side, mostly it is not adopted right now, but definitely we are getting there.
But there has to be some incentive to do it, because
the short answer is if there is no marketing happening there, as Mr. Kajaria said, there isn't much value in it. Exactly. That's the point.
Value and incentive, you will not do all that. See, so somebody has to come and say, okay, I'm going to create value here. Definitely, it's not happening. And it's going to make money for you. It's going to make your life easy. Then yes, it is possible.
Sir, definitely, I can say one thing about this thing. Definitely, there is a value when it is, let's say, if there is a credit card or debit card. Right now, who are the users? All of the banks, they have the mobile application. But who are the users? They are using that mobile application. They are all like students or above or little bit aware of the tech side. But when we integrate with all of this tech, like that's why I said future AR plus AI plus with right now every device have the face recognition or thumb recognition. Let's say you have a mobile app today. Lot of low level people, they are not able to use, like uneducated people or something, right? If you imagine, if you enable AR plus AI plus all this face tracking and all with this dynamic things, they can just open the app with the face tracking, and within the app with the authentication can be done with more securely. Then they can keep their debit card or something. Immediately some small character will come within native language. It will able to, we are getting there. So
I know that's possible. It's already happening. But where does print come into it? My question is that
let me probably conclude with the print angle also. With the printer's perspective, that was my topic. So looking at it like you as a value add, you have a bill. For instance, as we get old, we are not able to see much of data. It's a lot of clutter in the bill, small fine print and all that. So you just get as soon as you show the bill, see the bill through a mobile phone, you get a number and you say pay, and the payment process can be added. There can be an added value added.
That is possible. That's the only value add possible, but it's already happening because you're getting
already happening. Exactly.
Email, or you're getting into a WhatsApp or your whatever. You just click there and pay.
Just click.
There is no point. See, that is where you don't create value. You say, why I'm so many millions of my bills and then send it to people and then ask them to download or an app and scan it.
It's just like doing it in the difficult route. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. I totally understand.
So it doesn't make sense. It makes sense if you're advertising, if you want some feedback from people. So there is one print which is going, that one print is for you, and you want a print feedback instantly. Rather than going and looking for something, you have a magazine lying in front of you, you want an instant feedback. You want to earn some points. So the moment I give my feedback there, I get some points.
Totally. Yeah.
So those kind of things can happen.
One last question. Can we use Unity 3D for 3D model and animation? And what is the main difference between Unity 3D and Blender? This is from Rituja.
I would like to answer this thing in a simple way. Unity 3D is similar to PlugXR, but Unity 3D is for the developers. PlugXR is for the non-developers, which is easy to use. I can put it in this way. And Blender is something to create like a 3D models if you want to create. Like a Blender is the option, you can create the content, which is not the software. It is not a platform to create software. So it is not an integrated platform. Like a PlugXR and Blender or PlugXR Unity is similar. It is same, but only thing is that is serving for the developers. This is taking care of, it is easy solution for the anybody. So that's the only difference.
As Mr. Shivaji said, Blender, you create the model or texture the model, do the coloring, shading and all that. Once it's done, you need a platform to create the AR stuff itself. So it can be done using Unity. It's a game engine. So you create games using Unity 3D. So AR application is also very similar to a game, but you need to understand bit of coding. If you are a developer who understands all these technologies, then Unity 3D can be used to create an AR application. But applications like PlugXR or any other application are built to make this easier. It's you don't need
bypass the Unity step.
Yeah, exactly, bypass the Unity step. So if you have a solid software development team, game development team, then it makes sense for you to use Unity 3D to do custom data driven stuff or complex stuff. But otherwise, simple print to experience or a video stuff, you should use an existing platform. So Unity 3D is a game engine. You wouldn't be able to do much of modeling in Unity 3D. Blender can do 3D modeling and animations inside it. So that's the basic difference between Unity 3D and Blender.
Let me introduce the vote of thanks delivering Mr. Titraj J. Joshi, the Joint Secretary of AIFMP. He is an alumni of PVG, Pune. He is the founder of Shri Krishna Arts Printing Press, Pune, Secretary of the Pune Press Owners Association. He has been the editor of Mudran Prakash and also the coordinator of the NAEP Awards ceremony in 2020. And now he is the Joint Secretary of AIFMP. Let me have the honor of calling you, sir, for delivering the vote of thanks.
Yes, good evening, all of you. I am Titraj Joshi, Joint Secretary of AIFMP. Thanks for the nice introduction given by Lakshmi Priya Madam. I am here to conclude and vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to show you one video clip.
Who here is past 45? Okay, these are the three things that will actually prevent the decline of your brain once you pass 45. Number one, hyperoxygenation. At a minimum 3 times a week, you should be hyperoxygenating your blood system, aka doing some form of brisk walk or exercise to create a hyperoxygen state. The second thing is learning. It's a use it or lose it scenario. If you're not learning, your brain literally starts to divert resources to other organs and other areas of your body in order to maintain stability and homeostasis. And so the more you engage in learning, the sharper your brain stays. And more importantly, the more plastic your brain becomes because you start connecting neurons that have never been connected before. And the third thing that I discovered, which is more important than the other two combined, guess what it is? Social connections. And that's because one of the largest portions of our brain is the mammalian brain. We are social animals. Here's what's really interesting. It's not just social connections that preserve brain function. When you add this other ingredient to connection, everything skyrockets. And do you know what that extra special ingredient is? It's collaboration. When we feel and when we engage in collaboration with another mammal, it literally is like miracle grow for our brains, for our hormones, for all of the biochemistry that in most cases will deplete feelings of depression, anxiety, and stress, and leave us feeling full of love, connection, and energy, and positive feelings.
Our industry is very much related to this. It's a continuous learning process. Printing is full of love, connection, energy, and positive feelings. When our dear President, Professor Kamal Chopra, asked me to give vote of thanks, I was confused how and what I will talk about AR, because frankly, I was not aware about AR and VR. But from this, I started searching and getting information about AR, augmented reality. Really, Corona taught us so many things. Whole world is changing. Everyone has to change the way of thinking, working, and action plans accordingly, because change is the only constant. If we don't change with the time, we will be nowhere in the race or game of life. I know it's not easy for all to adopt the changes in the technology, but you can take help of others. You can join hands with others. As we saw in clip, you can collaborate. Using old and new technology, you can move forward. Today, we learn so many good, positive, and upcoming things related to augmented reality in printing. Augmented reality can show the power of collective. It can show how extraordinary things can happen when human beings work together. Instead of simply asking people to recycle, brands can show them with AR what happens when they recycle. Instead of telling people to support their brand, they can use AR to show them how supporting their brands helps an entire community in an underdeveloped countries. Instead of asking people to get involved in sustainable efforts, they can use AR to show them how their involvement makes a difference in the world. In conclusion, the augmented reality is a powerful, engaging medium that can support and promote sustainable practices. It can educate consumers, improve brand transparencies and loyalty, and spread the messages most important to the company's sustainable endeavor. Augmented reality is playing a growing role in the modern evaluation. Companies are using AR to connect, educate, and engage with their audience, and not just to sell more products. These are my few points which I get from the Google. And one interesting statement by someone. However, I do not like the loud announcement claiming that print is dead. People love to hold on to physical thing, still be it books, magazine or brochures. Printing and AR do not have to eliminate each other, but rather adapt to coexist alongside each other and serve one another. If integrated with a clear purpose and benefit to its users, augmented reality merges the two seamlessly, adding a layer of interactivity and digitizing the prints. So with this I conclude. जैसे अभी किसी ने बोला जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, तो proud to be a printer and print is alive. Thanks to President AIFMP Professor Mr. Kamal Chopra ji for his continuous efforts for the Federation and printing industry by arranging such type of webinars. Digital Printing Day, 2nd June, prediction of print on demand segments, packaging development, a stepwise overview, artificial intelligence, AI in print business, value addition, the key to success, and today's AR in print. And tomorrow there is a webinar on color management 4.0, and so on, many be in a pipeline. Thanks once again to Kamalji. I would like to thank our today's chief guest, Mr. Nandakishore Kazaria, for giving their valuable time and inputs for our industry. Our today's speakers, Mr. Shiva Prasad and Mr. Shivaji, I would like to thank both of them for giving technical know-how about AR, that is augmented reality in print. I am confident about this. Your presentation in the webinar is going to help many of our printer brothers for their future planning in print media. One common thing I have noticed today, our both speakers' name is starting with Lord Shiva. For sure, they open eye for betterment of our printing industry. Thank you very much. I would like to thank our HGS AIFMP Vishwakumarji for his support to all these webinars. Please mute. I would like to thank all other OBs and of AIFMP for their kind support. I thanks to all members of AIFMP, printer brothers, sisters, industrialists, students who are going to enter in this beautiful world of print, and all other teachers, faculties, and last but not the least, well-known personality, our today's moderator, Professor TKS Lakshmi Priya, Madam, HOD of Printing Technology, Avinashi Langam, University of Women, Coimbatore, for our 100% attentive contribution in flawless webinar event. Thank you so much, and thanks to all of you. Take care, be safe, and good night. Let's dance with the print. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you all.
So it was a nice session, and I'm thankful to Kajaria ji. I think the people who late join, they may not know. The only printer we can say who is doing augmented reality since last 8 or 9 years, and pioneer in this thing. That's why we are thankful that he has given the time. I think it is for the first time he has attended such a seminar. He has never gone to a seminar. So thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. That's why thank you very much, sir, on behalf of the Printers of India. And as you say, as Joseph said, Lord Shiva is there. Both Shiva are there. We are thankful to you.
And thank you, Lakshmi ji. This was a wonderful session, and I really enjoyed this connection. Joshi ji said the connection. So that connection is so important. I am very glad to connect to people like Shivaji and Shivji, both the Lord Shivas, because this is a platform not only for learning, it's a platform for connection. And I believe that this connection can go forward for a very, very long time with anybody who is interested in anything we can help at any point in time. All my contact details are there. I'll depute somebody to take care of any questions or queries which come. Thank you very much for inviting me and giving me this prestige and pleasure. Thank you very much.
I'd like to add one thing. Like even I enjoyed this session. Thanks everyone. I mean enjoyed being amongst so much experienced people, and I learned a lot of things as well. And I am also as Mr. Kajaria said, very open and willing to collaborate and share whatever knowledge that I have. And I put my email ID and and my number as well. Anybody can really touch with me in terms of 3D content or video or development. I'll definitely guide or probably help you on creating such stuff. And as during the vote of thanks, that collaboration and connection, social connection, I'm very much open. We already do even with Avinash Lingam, we've been doing it for years. So we are open to share whatever little knowledge that we have. Thank you so much.
I think I would like to thank everybody, especially for ma'am to involve me in this session. It's really great meeting everybody here. So I would like to say the same thing, like we are always open, like we have a team actively helping a lot of customers and a lot of people who, even if they have, even we are, our team is giving a lot of sessions on augmented reality and all of these things. So we are always open. I think if you want to use it, it's already self-explanatory in the website. If you have any doubts, you can always reach out to me. Like I have provided my details. Maybe ma'am can share details with everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you all. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you for joining.
Thank you everybody.